Every day, millions of dollars of listed securities are bought and sold on the New York Stock Exchange.
Robinhood, the startup that wants to remove Wall Street's toll booth with free investing for all. But can the business match its big idea?
You know we're always on the lookout for the next revolutionary privately held company, because even if you can't invest in yourself yet, it could be a real game changer for an entire industry. So while we're out here in San Francisco, I want to go off the tape with Robinhood, a brokerage company that lets you sell U.S. stocks for free. That's right, no commission. And you can do it directly from your smartphone via the company's app. No wonder it's called Robinhood. But how's that even possible? How can a broker make money without charging commissions? Well, Robinhood has trimmed all the fat, okay? All that you can. No storefront locations, no marketing, no account managers. It's all electronic. On top of that, when cash is just sitting around your account, they collect interest on it. And soon the company will roll out margin trading, where they lend you money to buy stocks. And that could be a real revenue generator for them. Even as you know, I'm not in favor of margin. Still, Robinhood has already handled over $6 billion in trading volumes, and earlier this month they announced a big partnership with Baidu in order to expand into China. I think that as their zero commission business model expands, it could disrupt the traditional brokerage industry. So let's take a closer look with Robinhood's founders, Baiju Bhatt and Vlad Tenev, to hear more about this exciting story. Mr. Tenev, Mr. Bhatt, welcome to Mad Money.
Thanks
Right,
for having us.
let me start with you. $6 billion, that must mean that there are people who have not been in the market, who have been turned on by you and of discovering the world of stocks that you know I love.
Yeah, it's one really interesting fact about our users that has us more excited than anything else is that the generation of these consumers that are much younger, our consumers are on average about 30 years old, which is a big difference in the online brokerage customers.
Well,
so
Vlad, you guys you worked in the brokerage industry before this. It's not like you graduated from school and went into this. What were you guys up to?
That's right. So previously, in our last company, which was in New York, we sold software for electronic trading to large institutions and banks. And we basically realized that there was a complete change in the infrastructure that was powering the entire industry. So trade matching became fully electronic. The cost of processing these transactions went to zero. And we saw that this was coming to retail as well. The same sorts of efficiencies that institutions have enjoyed over the past 10 years will come to retail investors. And we wanted to be the company that actually brought that change.
Okay, well, if interest rates don't go higher, can you make enough money? I mean, look, if the Fed were to raise rates 3 or 4 times, you'd do better than you're currently doing, right?
Yeah, so that's actually something that we can still be profitable without.
Really?
So, yeah,
really?
So that's one of the cool
pretty
things about this new generation of purely electronic products like Robinhood is that all the auxiliary costs of processing a trade have gone down to zero. So Robinhood really can do this for free. And if the interest rate goes up, that's great for us. If it doesn't, we're still going to be a healthy business.
All right, so what do you get besides the app? Is there any sort of research you get, or is there directions about news? Do you have stories?
So we do have news. We provide some fundamentals and real-time market data. And the point of the app is to be very easy to use. So you can sign up just from your mobile device. And we're the fastest growing brokerage of all time. We announced a few weeks ago that we just crossed 1 million users on the platform.
It's amazing.
So what's really appealed to people is the fact that using Robinhood is less like using a traditional financial product where you have paperwork, you have to wait. It's more similar to using a technology product like an Uber or an Instagram.
Good comparisons. China, they had a big bubble. Okay, they've come back to earth, but they like to trade. How did you hook up with Baidu, and how's that whole partnership going?
So that's really exciting. We announced, I think it was 3 weeks ago, our partnership with Baidu. So that's live in China now, and there are consumers in China that are able to buy U.S. stocks through our partnership with them. Yeah, it was very exciting. So we've spent some time in China this year seeing how much American brands are present there. I think there's an opportunity to let those people also save with American companies rather than just spending.
Okay, I want to talk about the disruption factor. Younger people who have been on the web, not me, okay, I'm not that corporate. I'm used to paying for things. Younger people aren't if it's on the web. Is that working in your favor? That people just say, listen, if it's on the web, it should be free, and you are.
Yeah, I think what's working in our favor is that people kind of understand that, this is a technology-driven business. Right. and the cost of sending an email is zero. And if you look at it, that way, a stock trade, purely electronic transaction isn't very much different. It's just data streaming on the wire. So the fact that you're paying $7 to $10 seems preposterous, right?
I'm sure younger people feel that. Well, okay, so what are younger people buying? Are they buying what we think? Are they buying Facebook and Amazon? Are they buying a General Electric? Are they buying a drug company?
So they're buying a lot of the technology companies. Those are obviously the ones that young people are really excited about in this country. We're also seeing people buying a wide variety of like the bigger name American companies. So it's cool to see that this is happening, right? It's very exciting for us to just see this generation of consumers that's been in a bit of a malaise to just be like, wow, this is also something that we care about.
Well, I got to tell you, I think it is very exciting as someone who loves individual stocks. It's a joy to talk to people who are helping people buy them. Okay, that's Baiju Bhatt and Vlad Tenev. They're the co-founders and CEOs of a private company that's doing great things. $6 billion. Robinhood. Stay with Cramer. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.